Hey everyone, Igor here with Fedorov Trumpet. If your high notes feel forced, exhausting, or inconsistent, there's a very good chance you're overblowing. So in this video, that's what we're going to talk about, and I'll show you a very clear example of what that sounds like right now. Now, this is how you do it. Same horn, same player, same phrase, different outcome. The only difference is how much air I'm trying to force through the trumpet. Overblowing means you're using air in a way that the horn can't accept. When people miss high notes and they try to reach for high notes, the tendency is to push harder. The horn actually rewards efficiency and not force. And at a certain point, more air pressure actually makes high notes harder and not easier. Most of us learned that high notes equal effort, so when something gets challenging, we add volume, pressure, and tension. If high notes come and go for you depending on the day, that's usually not a question of strength, but of air efficiency. You can try to stop pushing and forcing the sound so much, but try to just let the horn resonate as you go up into the upper register. So you really want to stop pushing and forcing the sound through the horn, but just letting it resonate. This will equal slightly less pressure, more centered notes, and you're essentially going for slotting notes as you go up instead of forcing each note to its specific slot. The efficient versions aren't always quieter, they're just calmer and more under control. If the high note you're going for cracks or feels like it's fighting you, back off the air just a little bit and let the note settle. We're not trying to relax everything in the upper register, we're just trying to not overforce notes. The upper register is awesome, and it's awesome to hit high notes, but what's important is consistency. When you stop overblowing, the endurance goes up and consistency goes up, and the upper register is no longer as scary. Right now, I'll demonstrate a couple exercises I do that help me with my upper register and really get my mind on the fact that when I'm going for high notes, I'm not overblowing or forcing anything. It's mostly just about quiet high notes. And I highly recommend to play in the upper register quietly to improve your upper register and high notes. If you want something structured, I put my personal warm-up for range, power, and endurance down below in the description. As I mentioned in my car chat video, I've been overblowing on the trumpet for many, many years. I've been playing for 20 years now, and just recently, a few years ago, realized that I was actually forcing notes. I've always had an issue with the double A. So the A on any trumpet that I play, I seem to have an issue. And the time when I was able to finally fix that issue was when I realized that, wait, I'm overblowing. Try to hit the A and the G and the double C, and as I would get more tired, they sometimes were easier for me to hit. So through the years and through just trying different horns and different exercises, I've realized the fact that when I try less in the upper register, it actually helps me. That's one of the huge reasons why in my warm-up for range, I do those arpeggios up. Even though they're puny, very quiet notes, they help me center those notes and they help me understand that I can hit those notes quietly. Because then when you hit a note quietly and your embouchure is strong enough to support that note for a longer period of time quietly, and you know what to do to get the air moving through the horn a little bit more without forcing it too much, you get a louder note. If you can play a note quiet and you have the proper trumpet mechanics, you can play it loud. I'll be doing kind of like a mini series on just improving your upper register. I felt like this overblowing video was the first one I needed to do because it was my #1 fix for high notes. It made my life so much easier, and it's such an easy fix. I really hope that this topic and this video helps some of you with your upper register. Next time you practice your upper register, focus on efficiency over effort, and you should start to realize how much force you're actually putting into your instrument to get some of those high notes. Try to back off and see what things happen. Maybe it'll make a lot of those upper notes much easier for you. So thank you so much for being here. If you're not subscribed yet, do consider subscribing if you enjoyed this video and you enjoy trumpet covers and just upper register stuff. Thank you so much for that. I hope you all have a great week. Blessings to you all, and I'll see you in the next video.